Hey you guys, this is Jack of Hats, and I've decided to dedicate part of the channel to uploading war advice in the form of videos. It's always much easier to walk someone through an attack when you're looking at the same screen, and here I'm looking to recreate that sort of learning environment. And along the while I thought, well, why not upload this so that others can possibly watch, learn new ways to take out a certain base type, or at least get people talking about what works for them. But in any case, let's get down to business. So the Boydets seem to be in a bit of trouble here. It's possible to pull out of it because if you look at their team, their top brass is all attacked out, and there was a bit of a fumble by our 2 on the 3, so we really have to make this next attack count. So here we're going to have Celine Dion hitting their number 2, and they're both early Town Hall 9s, so it shouldn't be too complicated. And I actually really like attacking this base type because it's very much overused, I feel, at least in the casual war circuit, in 10-man and things like that. And you can quickly tell that someone is a stickler for symmetry. I might talk about this in a different video, but simply put, symmetry is a very easy way of predicting what a base is going to be like. For example, just by looking at this base, I know that there will definitely be Teslas here and here and here and here, because if they were anywhere else, then, for example, if they were like here or up here or down here, then he would put his giant bombs in these slots here, and then they wouldn't get triggered because there would be no reason to break that wall. They would just instead of going through the wall here, they would instead go up in through here or in through there. It would just be a bad design flaw. So with that in mind, we know that the Teslas are here and here and here and here. So where are the giant bombs? That should be our next question. So when we look at each of the quadrant, first we'll look at the core. There are 2 spaces here and 2 spaces here, and then the core is just full. So we know that there are no traps in the core, or at least very, very few traps that will serve any detriment. So we have to look at the quadrants. The quadrants for the core. So where could they be in here? Well, we've got thin bars along here, so it can't be there. So it has to be right here, unless there's an even poorer design choice and they're outside of the wall somewhere. And then another thing that we'll notice is that there isn't even any ambiguity as to where the bomb could be in the quadrant, because there's a builder's hut that takes up this potential throw-off point. So we know that there is a giant bomb right here. This would be a good hog raid because all of the giant bombs are split up. There are no double giant bomb locations. So there's going to be one right here, and there's going to be one right here, and there's going to be one right here, and there's going to be one, oh for God's sakes, one right here. And that is very easy to plan for because you have 4 spell slots, and the only other thing that will give your hogs a hard time would be the heroes. Probably the queen more than the king because of damage per second, and because the king constantly has to chase the hogs around and things like that. So we don't like the queen being in there, and we've got 4 heal spells to work with. So my advice to you would then be to pick one of these two quadrants. We're gonna go with this one. We'll pick this quadrant. And we're going to do a kill squad. We're going to have a kill squad of, we'll say, 2 golems, and then a small funnel. A funnel of wizards is always best. You're going to want to drop your golems here and here so that it can draw the fire of all of the defenses in here. If we look, this is just in range, and this is out of effective range. So bonus points if you make your golem walk along here. Well, he can go through the building, so that was bad advice. But maybe along here or along here, preferably along here. And then as soon as everyone is firing at the golems, you're going to want to drop your wizards here, here, and then here, here, so that they will take out, this, and this. And as soon as they start working away on those collectors, you're going to want to drop your heroes here. All the while, the golems are still poking away at the walls along here. Don't worry, they've got plenty of health. Once you drop your heroes here, once you drop your heroes here, you're going to want to drop your wall breakers there as well. And you're going to want them to take out the corner, because that is where the wall breakers will encounter no splash damage, because your wizard tower is shooting at either this golem or this golem, and this mortar is shooting at either this golem or nothing, and this mortar will be shooting at nothing. That's the number one thing that usually slows down raids, is that your mortars are shooting at a golem, and then you obviously want to open up the wall that's in front of the golem, but sometimes the splash damage hits your wall breaker on the arc down, and then you're delayed by a solid sometimes 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and sometimes it even messes up your funnels, whisking your heroes like along the sides or something like that. And then your DPS is gone, nothing goes into the core, and the raid is sometimes done. So, more to the point, the golems are distracted here, or rather, they're distracting here. We drop the heroes after the wizards, and then the wall breakers go in. Now, once that happens, your heroes are going to pour in, and your golems are going to also turn around and mosey back in. These will still be shooting at them all the while because of the arc. The wizard tower isn't as big of a deal when faced with heroes and golems, so you're not you don't have to worry about him reassigning. The queen is in very good range of the defenses, but she only starts attacking you once the primary defenses are down, which is kind of nice. It's a bit of a luxury. Because then once your heroes start working away at the storages, then the archer queen will hop on in. She'll start shooting at somebody. Hopefully your barb king or your queen will pick up on that, fight back. Well, they will, because they will be alive for long enough, because once the quadrant, oh, for goodness sakes, once the quadrant is done, there's nothing else to shoot at them. The only things they have are expo, mortar, and that's it. And the expo you don't have to worry about, because it actually does less damage than the archer tower at this stage. It's only a level 1. It only does 50 DPS, whereas the archer tower does something like 65. And really, people aren't all that worried about archer towers either. So it would stand to reason that this is also not as big of a deal. Oh yeah, and as we established earlier, the Tesla tower. Your queen will make mince of that. So, after the kill squad the quadrant is down, the queen is down, and then some of the peripheral defenses are down, including one of the Teslas and one of the bombs. Now, you haven't used any spells yet. You have 4 spells. There are 4 remaining compartments to this base. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's where you're going to put those spells. They're all going to be heals, and anything you have remaining in your army camps are either going to be hogs or cleanup. Well, I mean, mostly hogs with maybe a few dedicated to cleanup, but hogs are usually pretty good at cleanup anyway, so you might not have to worry about that at all. What I would recommend is half of your hog squad up at the top, like up here somewhere, and then the other half at the bottom, maybe down here, or something like that. Or maybe down here to get the bomb out of the way early while you're looking at it. So what I would recommend here, and I know some people prefer surgical deployments, but for something like this, you won't really need it. I would actually do a 2-finger drop on either side, on the top and on the bottom. I would do a 2-finger drop along here and along here, so that they hit, or actually, no, I lied. Along here, and we'll say along here, so that your hogs go along here, they take out this, they take out this. They might not even trigger the giant bomb, because these hogs will either go to this or this, depending on where it is. You might not, but that's why we have the spell allotment. So you're going to want to drop your first heal along here. You're basically going to drop it on the wizard tower. Now you're going to do the same thing for down here. You're going to do a 2-finger drop, maybe here and here. So the nice thing about this base is that when they come in here, they take out this one, they take out this one. You drop a heal. We're going to say here. They hit the bomb here, and it makes no difference. They both converge on the wizard tower here, and then this Tesla here, cleverly placed, allows them to funnel right into the core, which is extremely handy for us. So after they do that, they are going to, most of them are going to go here, and then they're going to go here, and the same for here. They're going to go here, and then they're going to go here, and then they're going to sort of get whisked along like this. So the things that are in the center have 2,000 health here, 2,000 health here. Actually, I don't think they have 2,000. 1,500 health. A lot for a defense. They're going to have the expos shooting at them, expo here, and a king. So just to keep your hogs alive for the heavy HP defenses, I would drop your 3rd heal in the center here, maybe on top of your town hall, because it's got a pretty wide range. It should at least cover some of the hogs that go between defenses along here, and then you're going to want to save your last one for this part. Oh, goodness sakes! For this part right here. They are when this contingent of hogs is done, it's going to take out these 2 really quickly. That's not a big deal. They don't dish out very much DPS, and they're going to come back all the way over here. When these guys are done here, they're going to come along here, they're going to take out these 2, then they're going to go straight into here. So this side is going to be over here first. It's okay if you drop the heal the first time around, because then you get the most longevity out of your units, and then that'll be the base, really. And like I said, unless this guy decided to put like a Tesla in the corner over here with all the bombs along it, that would be the only thing that would save him from something like this. And I failed to mention that this is a fresh attack, but I'm sure you saw that on the war map. Oh yeah, one more thing that I forgot to mention is the pull. I'd probably just do a passive pull with one hog just along here. Take a double heal. He's probably got a dragon and something else. That's what I watched some of the other replays, and that's what they had. Just a dragon and a balloon. It's pretty typical. Because he can't fit anything in this clan castle that can't be killed with 2 poisons. He just can't. The only 2 things that will survive double poison right now are golems and lava hounds. And if it was either of those, then I would just say don't even pull it at all, because they would be inconsequential to a hog raid. Right, so that is what I would do for a base like this. If anybody watching would take it out differently, I've taken out this base differently, but that's only because I've run into this base so many times, and I find it really fun because it's so easy to 3-star something like this, because of how repeatable, how predictable the setup is, and as long as you take the base apart one compartment at a time, it's really no big deal. And especially if you invalidate one of their most important heroes, even if it's only at level 5, it's still, I don't know, I'd still rather it not be there. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope the attack goes well. I might update the description as to how it did go, and in any case, we'll see you next year.